I am Muhammad Khalid Zubair Shad. I made this video for all. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Here are recipes of delicious Valentine puddings for your special person coming to dinner on Valentine's Day. Try these Valentine recipes to make this day more romantic. Valentine recipe: 1 honey pudding. Mix 1/2 cup of honey with 6 ounces of breadcrumbs and add 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, grated rind of half a lemon and yolks of 2 eggs. Beat the mixture thoroughly and then add 2 tablespoons of butter and the whites of the eggs well beaten. Steam for about 2 hours in a pudding mold which is not more than 3/4 full. Valentine recipe: 2 chocolate pudding. Take half a cake of chocolate broken in 1 quart of milk and put on the range until it reaches boiling point. Remove the mixture from the range. Add 4 teaspoonfuls of cornstarch mixed with the yolks of 3 eggs and 1 cup and a half of sugar. Stir constantly until thick. Remove from the fire, flavor with vanilla and pour the mixture in a dish. Beat the whites of the 3 eggs to a stiff froth and add a little sugar. Cover the top of the pudding with a meringue and set in the oven until a light brown. Serve cold. Valentine recipe: 3 jelly puddings. 2 cupfuls of fine stale biscuit or bread crumbs, 1 cupful of rich milk cream, if you can get it, 5 eggs beaten very light, half a teaspoonful of soda stirred in boiling water, 1 cupful of sweet jelly, jam or marmalade. Scald the milk and pour over the crumbs. Beat until half cold and stir in the beaten yolks, then whites, finally the soda. Fill large cups half full with the batter, set in a quick oven and bake half an hour. When done, turn out quickly and dexterously. With a sharp knife make an incision in the side of each, pull partly open, and put a liberal spoonful of the conserve within. Close the slit by pinching the edges with your fingers. Eat warm with sweetened cream. Valentine recipe: 4 apple custard pudding. Put a quart of pared and quartered apples into a stew pan, with half a cupful of water and cook them until they are soft. Remove from the fire and add half a cupful of sugar, 2 tablespoonfuls of butter and the grated rind and the juice of a lemon. Have ready mixed 2 cupfuls of grated breadcrumbs and 2 tablespoonfuls of flour. Add this also to the apple mixture, after which stir in 2 well-beaten eggs. Turn all into a well-buttered pudding dish and bake 45 minutes in a moderate oven. Serve with sugar and cream or hard sweet sauce. Valentine recipe: 5 apricot pudding. Take 1 tin of apricots, 6 sponge cakes, 1/2 pint of milk, 2 eggs. Put the apricots into a saucepan and let them simmer with a little sugar for 1/2 an hour. Take them off the fire and beat them with a fork. Mix with them the sponge cakes crumbled. Beat the eggs up with milk and pour it on the apricots. Pour the mixture into a wetted mold and bake in a hot oven with a cover over the mold for 1/2 an hour. Turn out, serve either hot or cold. Valentine recipe: 6 carrot pudding. Take 3 or 4 clear red carrots, boil and peel them, take the red part of the carrot, beat it very fine in a mixing bowl, put to it the crumbs of a penny loaf, 6 eggs, half a pound of clarified butter, 2 or 3 spoonfuls of rose water, a little lemon peel shred, grate in a little nutmeg, mix them well together, bake it with a puff paste round your dish and have a little white wine, butter and sugar for the sauce. Valentine recipe: 7 cheese pudding. Take breakfast cupful of milk into a saucepan with a piece of butter the size of a large egg. Let it remain until the butter is melted, then pour it over 3/4 of a pound of breadcrumbs and half a pound of grated cheese. Let these soak for 20 minutes, then add a pinch of salt and 4 eggs, well beaten. Pour the mixture into a well-buttered dish and bake in a quick oven up to 40 minutes. Valentine recipe: 8 date pudding. Melt 3 tablespoons of butter, add 1/2 cup of molasses, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 2/3 cups of flour sifted with 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon each of cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Add to the above 1/2 pound of dates, stoned and cut. Turn into a well-buttered mold. Butter the cover also and steam 2 1/2 hours. Keep at a steady boil. Serve with any kind of sauce. Hope you will enjoy these Valentine's recipes. Happy Valentine's Day!